let's listen into the countdown net for those 3 events coming up here in just about 10 seconds.
Everything is nominal. Yeah, that flame crawl, I mean, I don't know why. It always just makes me, like, just a little nervous. Like, just stop right there. Don't creep up any further, please.
Nico.
Stage separation confirmed.
Stage 1, ready to quit.
Nice.
Now there you can see on your left screen is the first stage, and on your right screen is the second stage. We've just had a successful MECO and stage separation, as well as second stage startup, which you can see on your right screen. That's the second stage engine glowing red there. We've also begun the boost back burn for the first stage. That you can see brightly on your screen, on your left screen there.
Beautiful colors. So pretty. Flame crawls when it's the flame from the engine kind of creeps up the landing legs a little
And
bit.
there on your right screen, you can actually see the nose cone from Dragon deploying and falling back down to Earth. Now that nose cone helps protect the Dragon during ascent from aerodynamic loads, but once we're in the vacuum of space, we no longer actually need it.
And stage 1 boost back burn shut down.
And as you see on your left screen, it has gone dark because the boost back burn is now complete. And in order to make its way back to the drone ship of Course I Still Love You, the first stage executes a series of 3 burns. The first burn is the boost back burn, which you just saw, and that's meant to slow the rocket down and reorient it for re-entry. Shortly after this first burn is initiated, the grid fins, which are located near the top of the first stage, are deployed to help guide the rocket during descent. Following that boost back burn, Falcon 9 then executes its re-entry burn, which slows itself down before hitting the dense parts of the Earth's atmosphere. Then last is the landing burn, which helps to rapidly slow down the first stage booster as it touches down on our drone ship.
Woo, we have over 1,000 people watching. Hey everyone, welcome.
It's T plus 4.5 minutes here, and the second stage is on its way to drop Dragon off into its targeted orbit. What you see on your screen there is that nice glowing Merlin vacuum engine. We've had an on-time launch this morning at 2:48 a.m., which was just a few minutes ago, and ascent was nominal. We've had a great stage separation. And now second stage is on its way to take Dragon to orbit.
What fuel is used in the second stage vacuum engine? I'm pretty sure it's the same, isn't it? Is it kerosene, RP1? If I'm mistaken, let me know. Pretty sure it's still
coming up
RP1.
here in about a minute and a half will be that entry burn that I mentioned earlier for the first stage.
Yep, RP1 and LOX.
If
Liquid
we
oxygen.
do land this booster today, it will be SpaceX's 39th booster landing.
39th.
Now it's very early in the morning here, so we don't get a lot of sunlight in that first stage view. But when we do have the entry burn start, you should be able to see a little bit of that first stage.
Rendezvousing in Kerbal Space Program is hard to figure out, but once you get the hang of it, it's so much fun. It's so satisfying, especially those rescue missions where you get to rescue the stranded Kerbals, bring them home, and then possibly kill them because you forgot to deploy your parachutes.
6 minutes, and we're just about 30 seconds away from that first stage entry burn. Second stage is still looking good.
It's a bummer. This was supposed to land on the landing pad, but now it's landing on the drone ship, so hopefully the feed doesn't cut out. I always enjoy it more when it lands on the landing pad or on landing zone 1 and 2. Or completely forgot to put parachutes on your vessel. Yeah, that's true. Done that. Minute times. What up, Sweden? Love your chocolate.
And there you can see on your left screen there that first stage re-entry burn has just begun. It's glowing pretty bright there.
Continues to follow a
So we're not getting a lot of sunlight. At least the engines are giving us
We're just now on re-entry burn. Holy cow! Where have I been? I thought we were landing. I'm not even paying attention to this area
Now,
down
we
here.
actually don't need all 9 engines for this entry burn, so we are actually only using 3 engines. And that completes the first stage entry burn.
Yeah, I built a whole big space station in Kerbal Space Program, like using a space shuttle kind of thing I built. It's on my channel. You just have to search through the my videos. I'm gonna play some more. I still need to put some Kerbals on Mars or Duna. Maybe I'll put that on my Patreon in the near future.
Beginning in about
I need to play that game some more.
Here. It's a bit dark, so we might not be able to get a great view of the first stage landing, but we'll see what we can see there.
Wow, what?
And it looks like we
I don't
got
think
an
I've seen this
infrared
before.
shot of
Yeah, an
stage
infrared
1
shot.
there.
Nice.
That's an awesome view.
So
We're not
exciting.
getting a lot of sunlight. At least we could see it with the infrared view.
Oh, that is
And there's
sweet.
that landing burn beginning.
I'm liking this.
That looks awesome.
Have you guys seen this before? I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Again, we are landing on our drone ship. Of course, I still love you.
If they
We're
can
following
keep
the
this,
first stage all the way to the drone
that's going to be
ship.
awesome. Oh, get out of the way, clouds. Come on. That is awesome feed. Look at
So
that.
we've got a
Come on,
good
baby.
live view of this landing here.
Yeah, we do. They upgraded their gear.
And we have touchdown of the first stage Falcon 9 vehicle on our drone ship. Of course, I still love you.
And scene.
That was an incredible view
I teach
of that
physical
entire
science.
landing. That was awesome.
Not physics, physical science. It's physics, intro to physics, basically.
So now going back to our primary
chemistry.
mission, our second stage is about to...
That was awesome.
Actually, it looks like we just had SECO, the second engine
I wonder if
cutoff,
SpaceX
which
upgraded
means
their
we're
gear.
coming up on Dragon separation soon here. Waiting for confirmation of good orbit.
I don't have tutorials for Kerbal, but Scott Manley has some awesome ones.
And
Check
we
out
have
his early
confirmation
videos.
of good orbit. And we've got this live view.
Maybe
of
I'll do
the
some, like,
Dragon trunk
in the future.
From the second stage.
They'd be hilarious, though,
the
'cause
aft
they
end
wouldn't be as
or
good
the
as
forward
his.
end of the second stage. And we're looking directly into the trunk of the Dragon. So inside of the trunk of the Dragon, what you can see there is some of these science experiments
Do it.
that Dragon is taking up
Do
to the
it.
International Space Station.
Deploy. Yes.
And there you can see on your screen, Dragon has deployed. And again, that is such a cool view of the science experiments in the trunk of that Dragon.
Separation has been confirmed.
As mentioned previously, Dragon is carrying tons of cargo to the International Space
And that
Station
looks like
on this
Kerbal
mission.
Space
A
Program.
small portion of that cargo represents supplies for the astronauts, which is things like food and clothing, but most of that cargo represents science going up to the space station. The International Space Station serves as the world's leading laboratory where researchers conduct cutting-edge research and technology.
That is a
development.
great idea. I would love to see Elon playing Kerbal Space Program. He would build the most ridiculously awesome things, and they would probably work too.
So what we have coming up
We need to
next
start
in
like
about
a,
minute and half
Kickstarter for that.
solar array deployment for Dragon. And if you could see in this view, the solar arrays are actually folded up against the side of Dragon. So what will happen during deployment is they will actually extend out almost like an accordion. And that'll be around T plus 12 minutes. So we're just about a minute away from that solar array deployment.
I was on a field trip. I came back today. We left yesterday. We came back today. So I got kind of lucky that I got to experience this with you guys.
And what you're seeing on your screen there is an inside view of those solar panels folded up before they're deployed on Dragon. We're just about 30 seconds away from the start of that deployment. Now, deploying the panels does take about a minute, so we do wait for the hinges to lock out on the panels before we confirm solar array deployment for Dragon.
Yep, stage 2 is expendable. They do a deorbit burn, let it crash back into the ocean, hopefully. Not on my house or your house.